Okay, when most people are describing, we'll choose the term zombies because it's actually normally used improperly, there's a class distinction between the random, shambling, very slow moving in mass zombies, and then the 28 days later zombies. Now, they're not actually zombies since they're technically infected. They would be considered ghouls because zombies are controlled by somebody else, but ghouls essentially are just rabid flesh eaters. But that's what Hollywood does. So we'll start off with 28 days later. If you ever want to see a movie that reinstills this, you are all alone and the world has gone to crap, this is the movie. This guy has a phenomenal performance by Cillian Murphy. If you don't know who he is, you've probably seen him in like 3 or 4 movies. He's been a bit character. Or remember, he was the Scarecrow in Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. Pretty much, he's a bike messenger who wakes up after a coma, wakes up from a coma 28 days later to find all of London essentially barren. So why is London barren? Well, some animal rights activists decide to break into a medical facility and release all the animals. Even, a monkey that is obviously crazed. It's infected with the rage virus. Essentially, this is we'll just call it the ghoul-making virus. So once you get bit, you begin to go through the I just want to feed on the flesh of others. And that's how it's transmitted. Through any sort of saliva, blood contact, any sort of contact like that. Essentially, this movie follows the fairly classic, to make you care about the characters, you need to keep a very small group. Keep your typical 4-person survival group. Now, this movie kind of follows lots of fairly standard, the 4 of us have to struggle to survive. You run into people who have the ability to help other people, but instead are more resigned to just saving their own skins. You have soldiers who are just going, we just want to keep this blockade area clear. We don't want to become infected. We don't want to really help you. In fact, you know what? Instead, we would rather just beat, rape, maybe even shoot you so you don't become infected and infect us. It's fairly brutal, and it's done in enough of an independent style that it gives it a very real feel to it. That is 28 days later. Good movie. There are times when I watch that, I kind of go, man, okay, I get it. There is no one around him. And those shots are very powerful, and at the same time, they can kind of desensitize you a little bit, because when they show London, and there's nobody there. Nobody in line, so this dude's screaming, hello? Is anybody here? They drill in that this is it. He's the only person that you're going to probably see in this whole movie. And it gives you bits and pieces of hope when he runs into other people. And then crushes that hope when other people are just dicks. Then you have 28 weeks later. Essentially what's happened is all the infected have died. Because, like what most people describe, if I become infected, I bite you. You become infected. That means 2 infected people. They would now go out and need to feed on other people. And you've got 4 infected people, which leads to 8, which leads to 16, which leads to 32. And it's the idea that, over time, an infected person would one infected person could essentially take out a whole area. A whole country could be taken over in a little bit of time, because, 1 to 2 to 4 to 8 to 16 to 32 to 64 to 128, 256, the number increases real fast. Now, this one, you have a lot more of people are learning to survive and adapt to where they're at, and everyone is super isolationist. Because, you've got your home fortified, you've got enough food. If a stranger knocks on your door, you're like, if we open the door, the ghouls in this movie are like Olympic sprinters. When they show people running, it's not like, I'd keep up a run. It's like, oh crap, oh, crap. You're hoping that something trips them. It's not this, it's not like the zombies from Thriller. It's not that slow, shambling walk. It's that, I see you, I'm hungry, I'm gonna run like a cheetah or a jaguar, and I'm gonna be on you in seconds. Now, the opening sequence is, like I was kind of explaining, people in a fortified home, a little boy knocking on the door, let me in, my parents are fit that I ran away from them. And everyone in the house going, I don't want to. I think we should as a little kid. I don't want to get infected. But we should as a little kid. Nah. And of course, you know, the home gets overrun. And the dad, being the man that he is, leaves his wife to die. And then goes to like the heavily fortified areas. Because, you know, it's like, oh man, what, all infected are dead. Really? Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's repopulate. Sure, that's a great idea. We'll, you know, put up some walls and get districts set up and give everyone ID badges and make it a lot more like, you know, we don't want you to cross into other areas, so in case you are infected, we can contain, you know, small populace fairly early, not wipe out the whole country again. You know, the kids go back to like, we go back to the old home. They go back to the old home, find their mother's still alive. She's infected, but she doesn't have any of the signs. You know, she's carrying the virus, but she's not, you know, ravenous. Take her back to the main area. Another tense scene of the whole, wait. If we can study her, something about her is allowing her to live with the virus. We make a vaccine. Someone else. Let's just kill her. What? She has the virus and only she's immune to it? Let's just kill her. The dad goes to see the mom. Of course, you know, kisses her. So now you got an infected guy who's got a pass card to get any place he wants to go. Just like that. You know, having fairly contained areas, one person running amok, making a sprinting zombie army. You've lots of good flamethrower scenes. The scene where he's using the helicopter at like an angle like this and just carving up zombies, that is intense. And of course, it ends with zombies running through a subway to the Eiffel Tower. So it means it left, you know, England. It's now mainstream Europe. I'm so surprised, you know, 2007 was 28 weeks later. I'm surprised there hasn't been another one. You know, it's an easy enough concept to go from, you know, for the local zombie outbreak to, you know, country outbreak to continent outbreak. So, 28 weeks later, 28 days later, very good isolationist post-apocalyptic movies. Some people call them zombie flicks. Technically it's ghouls. But, you know, either way, 28 days, 28 weeks, great movies, highly recommend.